Hi, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Undefined Life. And I'm Fatima, the face behind the channel. First, I want to say thank you for clicking on this video where I'll be talking about why I quit YouTube and what I learned from quitting. My YouTube historical journey started back in 2016. And at the time, I had a Christian channel. Then to 2022, when I started a money and faith channel. And then I changed the name of my Christian channel to Faith's Real Talk. Life then happened. Doing YouTube videos became like a challenge, and I put my Faith's Real Talk channel on pause, hoping to get back to it. 2023 was like a real struggle for time that I decided to just stop it altogether. And I went to audio podcasting. So I was like on Spotify, but I realized that it required the same energy in producing, in editing and audio podcasts that in 2024, I just decided enough is enough. You've been doing enough, and it's been like 8 years now, and there is no consistency, no flow, and perhaps that this is not your calling. I was telling myself this, that it's probably not my calling. It's time I just give up. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I gave up. I threw in the towel and I just decided to stop everything social media. I stopped content creation. I used to like content create on Instagram. I stopped YouTube. I stopped audio podcasting, and I just chose to concentrate on my life. Now, as the title of this video goes, I quit YouTube. Nada, zilch, zero, nothing. You could be asking, so, okay, what happened? Now, I'll give you a bit of history. Before quitting YouTube, I did become aware that I would always worry so much whether people liked me or not. And this was affecting how I was showing up. There was anxiety, there was fear, I had unhealthy comparisons. And underneath all this were these major feelings of insecurity. I felt inadequate. I felt like an imposter. I felt unworthy. There was a lot of seeking, a lot of external praise, external validation, so that I would believe in myself. And I realized that I was actually using social media metrics as a way of affirming my need for approval. And if I didn't get likes or whatever, I saw that as, oh, you're not good enough. No one likes you, which I'll get into when I get into more videos. So I quit for YouTube. I quit YouTube for at least over 2 years. And then I quit audio podcasting for over like a year. But this was the lesson that actually gave me so much. And you could be wondering, what did you learn from quitting? But I'm going to get into that. Because unbeknownst to me at the time, as I was feeling like a failure, I didn't realize that it is actually what I needed. I'm sure you've heard a lot of successful people have learned to fail many times. So what then happened is that my dreams and my desires, as they came crashing down, and there I am feeling like a failure. Months passed by, a year passed by, until I had like this big epiphany. I began to notice that I was actually struggling in other areas of my life due to those same feelings, those feelings of inadequacy, all those insecurities that I described earlier, the feelings of like you're a failure. And I also noticed the pattern that I kept experiencing life situations and circumstances that caused me to doubt myself so much. And I would become so apathetic and just give up. And I was like, there's a theme going around here. This theme is not just social media. This theme is a lot of things in your life. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this point where I had nothing was actually the catalyst to the journey of my expansion and growth. Right. It was a journey that was required for me to expand and to grow. And you could be asking how? Well, because I had to confront myself. And still, there was a strong nudging from God, from the universe, for me to pick up where I left off. The dreams that I had, the desires, they never went away. And it dawned on me, it was me. It was me who made them go away. Now, this is for someone. You keep asking God to give you the passion back for your dreams and for your desires. but yet you have buried those dreams and desires. Now it is time for you to pick it up. Go pick up those dreams and desires, and God will run with you. Now, back to the topic. I discovered that all along I doubted myself because I was seeking outside validation, outside approval, outside praise. You know the saying, fan the flame? It became so real to me because what I was actually seeking was the need to fan the flame deep within me. I'm going to repeat that. I needed to fan the flame. It was about me. As you think about yourself, so you are. As a man thinketh, so is he. I realized that I was the very product of my own thoughts. I was like the 3D model, ladies and gentlemen, operating in my life according to the thoughts that I was entertaining. I was the three-dimensional model of what I was thinking, of how I was seeing myself. And I also recognized that if I continue to entertain those thoughts, my life will never change. I will continue to operate that same way, even though it wasn't giving me what I wanted. Instead of blaming God or the universe, I actually realized that I'm the co-creator of what is happening in my life. So it's me who needs to change for the co-creation to happen. It's not about who says you're worthy or unworthy. It's not about the numbers or the vanity metrics. As we know, there are plenty of people with loads of followers who also face insecurities. Hello? Just look at your celebrities, your influencers. It's actually about what you carry within. A lot of us carry a lot of light within us. It is about the gift within. And it's about expressing that gift outwardly. And that gift needs to expand because as the gift expands, so do you. You expand, you grow. So really, as you fan the flame, as you ignite the gift within, you begin to expand, you begin to grow. So I was facing stagnancy because I was not allowing the gift to expand, because I was basing it on what was outside. This gift is actually tied to purpose. It's unique to everyone. It ties into who you are meant to uplift and inspire for their own growth and expansion. And that was a big revelation to me. Like, you're just sitting on this, but it was given to you, not just for you. Yes, you will grow and expand, but you need to make others grow and expand too. During the time I quit, I now realized that it wasn't in vain. It wasn't in vain only because I did not just sit there in self pity that I lost my passion or dream. As much as I felt a failure, somehow I didn't really entertain a lot of woe is me because I started to realize that your thoughts help create your reality, your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions. So I did a lot of work focusing on personal development, trauma, and I worked a lot on my emotional intelligence. What I didn't know was that I was actually focusing on inner healing. And through that inner healing, it was going to fan that flame again. Now, this is for you who has been judging yourself for quitting. If you still feel the passion, the desire, then use this time of quitting to recharge and reignite that flame again. Perhaps you could have even been burnt out. For some of you, quitting is actually redirection. You only know when you pay attention to the nudgings in your heart. Comment in the comment section if you've got heart nudgings. Heart nudgings that have to do with your passion, your desire, your dream. Even though you quit, you still are experiencing these heart nudgings. So that we can cheer each other up, really, because I just want to assure you, you're not alone. So this time, I believe that I'm back. I'm believing myself more, and I have stopped requiring validation or approval to pursue my heart's nudgings, my heart's desires. And I've stopped seeking that from outside of me. It's like I'm now turning more inwards. I'm like hearing what it is that I need to do, following the inspiration that comes to me. And I'm doing things to silence those outward noises. So this channel, Undefined Life, truly represents where I am right now. And I am now living in my now moments. I am no longer held by my past because I also realized that my past was another factor in why I didn't show up. And I'm not threatened by the future anymore, which means I'm not entertaining failure. Yes, insecurities will still pop up. However, I now accept them as part and parcel of the call to grow and expand. I'm not defining myself anymore by what others have said about me, what they say about me. I'm not defining myself anymore by what my past says about me. Neither do I fear the future. And I'm accepting that part of failure is how you learn towards where you're going in the future. So I changed the name of this channel. It's actually a new channel that I created called Undefined Life. And why did I create this channel? I recognize that I'm one of those people who lived so much for what people say about me, what people think about me. And I would even shape my channels based on what are people thinking about me, what is happening around me, what fits around the people around me. But I realized that this was actually restricting me. It was actually a barrier to my growth and my expansion. And that's when I decided, no, live life, but it doesn't have to be defined. It doesn't mean that I don't have values, I don't have principles that I adhere to, that I believe in. I do. However, I live an undefined life, which means I might think something today through experience, through revelation, through wisdom, through time. Tomorrow, I might not think of that thing the same way, but yet I'll continue to live my life. And I still want to live my life in a way that I thrive, whereby I'm able to question thoughts that no longer serve me and think, what is the now thought? What is the now moment? What has to be more relevant to me thriving and going where I need to go? Ladies and gentlemen, I am now living life. And that is what I hope to be bringing to you through this channel. A lot of life lessons where I'll be utilizing a lot of my personal development tools, some spirituality, and how my understanding of the law of attraction actually helped me to thrive. I'll be doing all this so that you can also apply it to your own life and thrive. And that is what has significantly changed. And a final thought is, you may have quit something and that doesn't make you a failure. It was either time for recharge, time for redirection, or time for you to learn something, for you to grow and come back restored. The 3 R's. So, welcome to Undefined Life, and I hope that this resonates with you. If this video has inspired you and ignited or fanned the flame in you, I just want to welcome you and say subscribe, because I think that we can be really good YouTube friends. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.